Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you that are, it's been. I'm really wishing that this platform was less of me giving updates of health issues and more about, fuel and, racing and stuff like that. But I am thankful that I've got this platform to kind of give some information out. Uh, it's just one of these days we'll get back on that, but it's not going to be anytime soon at this point, it looks like. So, just to kind of give you a little recap of what's been going on, and again, thank you for tuning in. So, last week on Wednesday, I started having those heart palpitations again, and they got really, really bad. So, I went to the GI urgent care, and they went in to do an endoscopy, or they were going to. That was the plan, was to do an endoscopy on the 15th. That was the last update that I gave you guys. Um, Went into the GI, and they actually were able to move the appointment up and add a colonoscopy to it, and we did that last Friday. That all came back as good as could be expected. They did find some. I don't have my gallbladder was removed about 12 years ago, so they were finding some inflammation from some bile that was affecting my stomach. So they put me on an ulcer med to kind of coat my stomach and kind of prevent that from happening. So we thought, hey, we found something cool. So I started medication for that. This past Sunday, another bout while I was playing drums at my church. I was playing them, and all of a sudden I felt them hit, and it was at like 210 beats per minute for about 5 minutes. And because my drum kit, I don't think you can see it back there, but I've got a drum stool back here. It doesn't have a back on it, and when these episodes happen, I have to kind of brace and push down, but I didn't have anything to brace up against my back with, so it wasn't enough leverage to get it back into rhythm. It's very strange, but basically it's like I'm pretending to go to the bathroom, and if I push down like that, it puts it back into rhythm within about 10 seconds. Wears you out. It's terrible, but we finally got it to where I could go to sleep Sunday night. It basically lasted from just before lunch on Sunday until I went to bed that night, just off and on all day, either the heart racing really fast or palpitations the whole day. Got to sleep Monday or Sunday night. Monday I was exhausted. Thank goodness it was Labor Day and I was off work, because I was so tired. I don't know if I could have even walked out to my car, let alone drove a Centos truck. But we got through that. Monday was an okay day, except for being tired. Ran my route all this week. Tuesday, my days are mixed up. Today's Thursday. Tuesday morning, I get a phone call from my cardiologist, and I had an appointment with them scheduled on the 19th. They asked me to move it up to today. So that kind of freaked me out, because I think I had told you guys that I was wearing a monitor for a little while, and that's what picked up some major data on a Monday, the day that before I went live last time when I called in sick on that Tuesday. The day before, I was wearing that monitor, and it picked up a lot of data. So the results of that came in. They said they needed to see me immediately, and they called in a blood pressure slash heart rate control slash anxiety medicine, sight unseen, to my pharmacist yesterday. So took that last night. Today's been okay. Felt pretty decent all day. Route went good. Went to the cardiologist today, and this is where things are interesting. So the ablation last year, for those of you that don't know, I had an ablation last June. 57 ablation spots in my heart, which is incredibly rare and very invasive. I was on the cardiologist's table for 3 hours longer than normal, according to him. And I have broken the odds by 75 to 85% of these ablations fixed the issue the first time. I am in the 15% it broke. So now we have to do another ablation. Not for sure when that's going to be yet, so they are trying to control my symptoms right now with medication, which is the medication I started last night. and we'll see how it goes. That's kind of where we're at this point. Um, so some days are gonna be better than others. I don't know how the medicine's gonna do long term. I'm actually due to take it here in about another 10 minutes or so. I gotta take it with dinner, so I'll take it then. Um, but that's where we're at. But what's cool is I've been having blood pressure issues, I've been having heart rate issues, and I've been having anxiety issues. So hopefully this medicine will take care of all three of those as we get further into it. But right now, I don't have a scheduled time for the ablation because my cardiologist scheduled out 3 months. So that's why they're trying to get the medicine side of it lined out, and hopefully that'll uh, keep me from having to get the ablation any sooner than that. He did say if the medicine starts to not control it as well as we want, that I can either try to up the dose, which right now I'm on a very, very small dose of this. It's like a starter dose. So if I start there, I can actually double that dose on my own twice a day if I need to. And then if it gets worse, we can either try a different medicine or he will try to switch with somebody to get the ablation pushed up. Another kicker with this is my wife Rachel has to have a thyroid surgery sometime in January or February of next year as well. So we have that to plan for as well. And she's going to be out about 3 weeks with that. So it's just going to be a kind of a wait and see for a little while until we get this lined up. Basically, we're hoping that the medicine fixes it enough to where I can get to when he's going to be able to schedule the ablation, which they're supposed to call me on that, so I don't have an actual date yet. So that is the update. That's where we're at. I'm hoping that if the medicine starts to take effect as we're thinking, I'm hoping to be back in the booth with JTN by the end of the month. Hopefully that's the case. I don't know if I want to risk actually racing yet, just because of I don't know how the medicine's going to react because I'm taking it at night, and I don't know if it's going to make me too tired to race. I don't want to mess any of the guys up at fuel or anything like that with that. It could make me dizzy, so I just don't want to risk that yet until we know how the medicine's gonna affect me. So again, I know it's been kind of weird just getting updates about my health on this channel, but I do appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to me. Thoughts and prayers are definitely still appreciated. We'll get through this, and FAST29 will be back stronger, bigger, and better than ever once we get it all fixed. So at least we have a plan of action now, and we know what the actual issue is. So again, appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. God bless. We'll see you guys later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.